Hello everyone, welcome to today's class, and our title today is Illegal Street Signs Appear in US. Let's look at language focus. 1번. Illegal or not, the sign was very helpful. Okay, so as I've highlighted here is or not, adjective 형용사 or not. So we use adjective 형용사 or not to express that something is true regardless of some other quality. So 형용사 plus or not, 다른 특성에 관계없이 어떤 것이 사실임을 표현할 때 사용됩니다. So our first example says, tasty or not, smoked meat is not really good for your health. Is that true? I love smoked meat. 맛있든 아니든 훈제 고기는 건강에 그다지 좋지 않습니다. I hope that's not true. I love smoked meat. Smoked meat is delicious. Or, stressful or not, it's important to get regular medical checkups. 스트레스가 있든 없든 정기적인 건강검진을 받는 것이 중요합니다. Yes, I was supposed to have a medical checkup this year, but we had to cancel. And I'm okay with that. So yes, tasty or not. That's the adjective stressful or not example. Let's look at 2번 now. Studies show that talking on a cell phone while driving makes you about 5 times more likely to have an accident, which means it's no better than drink driving or driving drunk. Okay, likely to. So use likely to plus verb, 동사, to talk about the probability of something happening. So, likely to plus 동사는 어떤 일이 일어날 확률에 대해 이야기할 때 사용됩니다. So, shoppers who see positive online reviews are twice as likely to buy a product. So, 긍정적인 온라인 리뷰를 보는 쇼핑객은 제품을 구매할 확률이 2배 높습니다. Or, I don't think we're likely to get tickets to that concert. 우리가 그 콘서트 티켓을 받을 가능성은 낮다고 생각해요. So, to talk about a probability of something happening. Alright, now let's look at the language focus quiz. 1번. Difficult or not, is very rewarding. Okay, so if we roll back up here, use adjective 형용사 or not to express that something is true regardless of some other quality. 형용사 or not은 다른 특성에 관계없이 어떤 것이 사실임을 표현할 때 사용됩니다. So, difficult or not is very rewarding. So what is very rewarding, whether it's difficult or not? Let's say just something like exercise. Difficult or not, exercise is very rewarding. 어렵든 아니든 운동은 매우 보람 있습니다. Enjoyable or not, it's better not to. Enjoyable or not, it's better not to drink alcohol every night. 즐겁든 아니든 매일 밤 술 마시지 않은 것이 더 좋습니다. 3번. Makes people much more likely to So, more likely to. Use likely to plus verb to talk about probability of something happening. Likely to 동사는 어떤 일이 일어날 확률에 대해 이야기할 때 사용됩니다. So, makes people much more likely to Let's talk about alcohol again. Alcohol makes people much more likely to act foolish. So 술은 사람들이 훨씬 더 어리석게 행동할 가능성을 높입니다. And I don't think that is likely to Let's say I don't think that Kim is likely to get married. 김 씨가 결혼할 가능성은 낮다고 생각합니다. Alright, now let's look at the further discussion. 1번. Have you noticed a lot of reckless and selfish drivers in your neighborhood? What kinds of things do they do? 당신 동네에서 무모하고 이기적인 운전자를 많이 본 적이 있나요? 그들은 어떤 행동을 하나요? I honestly think Korea is a very difficult place to drive. I think a lot of drivers on the road are selfish. I think a lot of drivers don't follow the road rules. I think the laws aren't strict enough on the Korean roads. There have been many times that I've almost been in car crashes because of other people. I think that the driving test is far too easy to pass. Yes, I think the infrastructure of the roads is not good. If there's one thing I have to criticize about Korea, and trust me, I love Korea. I love everything about Korea. I love Korean people. I love everything. Like I said, I can't stress how much I love about Korea. But the one thing I can criticize about is driving in Korea is a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare. And there are many reckless and selfish drivers on the roads. Every day I drive, I always think that I'm going to get into a car accident. Every day. Because there are people who don't give way, 양보하다, give way. There are many people who speed and try to get to, they swerve in and out in very dangerous situations. There are many people who don't know the road rules. There are many people who don't use their blinkers or 깜빡이, which is dangerous. I find it very stressful to drive in Korea. In comparison to Australia, where the road rules are extremely strict. Most people in Australia are very relaxed when they drive. They usually give way, 양보하다, a lot. They are not in a rush most of the time. It's coming from that country to coming to Korea, I've had to learn how to try and control my anger when driving, but it's very difficult. So yes, that's my opinion. 2번. Authorities have said that putting up rude signs about dangerous driving is not the best way to address the problem. What might be some better alternatives? 당국은 위험한 운전에 대해 물리한 표지판을 세우는 것이 문제를 해결하는 최선의 방법이 아니라고 말했습니다. 더 나은 대안은 무엇이 있을까요? I think the only way to stop dangerous driving is to make stricter laws on the roads. The police should be involved more. There should be more cameras involved. There should be heavier fines involved. Like, as an example, I told you at the start of this video, I've got a few speeding tickets, and they were like 35,000 won, 35,000 won, and that's really not a lot. In Australia, if I were to be doing the same thing, I'd probably be fined up to 20만 원, 30만 원, if not more. So I think the police need to get involved, more cameras need to be installed, penalties need to be strict, in my opinion. Anyway, that wraps it up for today, and I'll see you on the next class.
Affix.
Affix.
Be at it.
Be at it.
Guerrilla.
Guerrilla.
Let slide.
Let slide.
Reckless.
Reckless.
Yak.
Yak.